Hey everyone. So I've been playing at 150 instead of 139 lately, and the main reason for that is just invasions seem to be faster, and I don't want to make a new video for all the builds I did at 139 since most of them are pretty much completely the same. But my Arcane one is pretty different, and the main reason for that is the Dragon Communion seal gets 325 in cant scaling with that stat distribution, 31 Faith, 49 Arcane, which is generally only scaling that you see at mid 70s levels of faith. The one downside to that is that your weapon buffs and your healing spells scale only off of your faith stat, which is pretty bad on the Dragon Communion seal, but you can get around that. So if I use the Dragon Communion seal to cast Heal from Afar, I have 2 HP now. Dragon Communion seal gets me up to 635, so 633, not bad. But if I use the Dry Leaf seal, which is your best scaling seal at 31 Faith, I get close to a little over 900 HP back. So that's the workaround for that. You also have Sacred Bloody Flesh, which was introduced in the DLC, which is just a crazy buff, especially for how quick it is to cast. It lasts 30 seconds initially. It gives you a 7 or 8% damage boost. And then if you have a Blood Loss proc, during that 30 seconds, you get another 18% and the timer resets. So initially I have 513 AR on my Nagakibas. Once they're completely buffed, so grab the greatsword. Swap that. Uplifting aromatic. Pop the Sacred Bloody Flesh. Seppuku. And it brings them up to 926 and 976, which is just insane. At this stat distribution, also have access to a good variety of weapons, 92 poise, which is enough to make fists bearable to fight against. I have Flame Art Misery Chords here simply because they do the most damage with that stat distribution. Occult ones aren't split damage, which is just terrible off of backstabs since it's purely physical. And lightning also doesn't do nearly as well. I also have the defense up and the flame up in my physic since I generally have the Frenzy Flame Seal. And off of a wake up, I like to use either Unendurable Frenzy or Flame of Frenzy. So those get buffed quite a bit, and the Flame Up also boosts your backstabs. But yeah, that's basically the gist of the build. I will let you guys see how it performs in invasions. Thanks. So I want to start off with a couple quicker invasions just so you can get an idea of the damage that you can do with the build. Starting off, I'm get blendered pretty early in this one. So you can see here, that's just a bad spot for me, but Black Flame Tornado takes out 2 of the Phantoms super quick and gives me a chance to heal. So even at 31 Faith with all the buffs, Black Flame Tornado just does silly damage. I've wanted to parry the host after that, but it didn't seem like it was working. So I figured I would just take him out pretty normally. So I'll just run him down, and GG. For the next invasion, I'd already done most of the buffs here, and I see them down there. So a quick jumping attack, catch the panic roll with Unsheath, and one phantom goes down. Again, that's a 2-shot. So, in kind of a rough spot here, they chase me around the corner. Black Flame Tornado, because you never follow a phantom or an invader around a corner, which almost takes out the host, and fire coils are able to finish him up. Alright, this next one, I buffed near the mobs, and I see the phantom and the host there. I didn't want to remove my offhand buff, so I put the Dragon Communion Seal in my right hand and used the Bear Roar. Which they were decently far away from me, so I wasn't able to do much damage, but swapped to the Dragon Breath, which takes out one phantom super quick. From there, pull out my Nagakibas again. They both seem to have low poise, so I switched to the Twin Blade. And with this stat distribution, you can bleed in one running R2 with the Twin Blade. Like you see right there, which takes out the host. So yeah, you get just silly damage with this. Next couple are going to be a little bit longer. So I see the phantom there, and we have a nice quick little 1v1. One of that backstab but missed. And with Rulana's swords buff, like, they can just do stupid stagger now. Their damage still isn't all that crazy, but they're a pain to deal with whenever there's more than one player. So I think the drop might have saved them there. Strafe those. Catch that Unsheath. I had a feeling he was close to a blood proc then, but a blue came in and just started spamming with blue stuff. So have to retreat. Swap to the Black Flame Tornado Halberd. And it one-shots the blue. The host comes in from there. Had a enemy mob take the pressure off me for a little bit, which was nice. Toss some flame coils. They don't do as good a damage as they do on the Pure Faith one on this build, but the tracking on them still just makes them kind of silly. So switch to the Braggart's Roar Nagagiba, since I didn't want to lose the HP from Seppuku, and I wasn't sure I'd have time to actually do it without getting blendered. So I have both Sleep and Blood Loss Grease on my item bar. I use Blood Loss when they haven't irked me, and then Sleep if I just want them dead or there's just terrible latency. Cast Blessing's Boon. I alternate between Blessing's Boon and Blessing of the Erd Tree. Blessing of the Erd Tree is nice, but the FP cost is just so big. I'm still not sure if it's completely worth it. So switching to Lord of Bloods. Pop in the Sacred Bloody Flesh. Reapply the Braggart's Roar and Sacred Bloody Flesh buff. Yeah, I just have to kind of keep distance from him while he's doing that, because I could get stagger locked pretty quick. Wanted that backstab again, missed. I was trying to take out the Phantom first, but the host is just too aggressive. But the host comes in here pretty quick and just starts swinging away, which if he was two-handing it, he might have been able to, but he wasn't, so he eats the whole R1 chain and the blood loss proc takes him out. And me and the Phantom do a little twirl. For this last one, I recognize the name. They were doing fake duels where Phantom would ambush you, and they got me in an invasion before this. So I'm buffing up here before I go out to meet them. But they come in to meet me. So that Phantom just likes to spam from the back while the host chases you down with a heavy thrusting sword. Thought I outspaced it there, but I didn't. Heal up. Circle around here. Attempt a Black Flame Tornado. I get a little bit of clip damage, but he casts something to stagger me afterwards. So retreating a bit more towards Mesmer's door. I'm going to endure and then use Unendurable Frenzy whenever I get a chance. So just waiting here. See him coming up, so cast Endure, run out. They don't know I used Endure, so the Phantom gets caught in it and one-shotted. Thank God, he was annoying. It's a true combo there, which is nice whenever you can get it. I'm being a little too over aggressive at this point, so retreat and heal. He likes poking attacks, so I don't really want to fight him in a small area like this. And like I said, he irked me from when they killed me before. So pull out the Sleep Halberd. Trying to play cautious here out of HP flasks, so switch to the Rotten Meat Dumplings. And I actually don't get the sleep proc until the hit where he dies. I'm pretty sure he swapped to the Focus Talisman at some point. And I did play kind of poorly here, just over aggressive and not thinking. But since there was a Phantom dead, he seemed like the kind to resummon, so I didn't want to give him the chance to do that. Swap into St. Trina Smiling Godfrey, so if he did get a sleep proc, that O Flame is going to just hit stupid hard. So generally you can sleep proc in about 4 hits with the Ripple Halberd, but he eats way more than that. So like I said, I'm pretty sure that he was using the Focus Talisman and he was really laggy, but I kill him right here. But that's the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.